The assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand is often cited as the spark that ignited World War I. However, Europe had been simmering for years, a cauldron of political rivalries and escalating tensions. The Balkans, a region of complex ethnic and nationalistic fervor, served as a particularly volatile flashpoint. It was here in Sarajevo on June 28, 1914, that the heir to the Austro-Hungarian throne met his tragic end. Franz Ferdinand's visit to Sarajevo was not simply a social occasion. It was a deliberate display of imperial power intended to assert Austro-Hungarian authority in the recently annexed territories of Bosnia and Herzegovina. The date itself, June 28th, held significant historical weight. It was the anniversary of the Battle of Kosovo in 1389, a pivotal moment in Serbian history and a potent symbol of Serbian national identity. This seemingly innocuous detail added another layer of complexity to an already tense political climate. The Archduke's visit coincided poignantly with his wedding anniversary. His wife, Sophie Chotek, Duchess of Hohenberg, had been denied full royal status due to her lower aristocratic lineage. Bosnia, however, offered a unique exception, allowing Sophie to appear alongside her husband at official functions. This personal dimension adds a further layer of tragedy to the events of that day. Security arrangements for the Archduke's visit were, astonishingly, lax. This oversight proved fatal. As the Archduke and Duchess toured Sarajevo in an open car, a young Serbian nationalist, Nedeljko Čebrinović, hurled a bomb at their vehicle. Miraculously, the bomb bounced off the car and detonated behind them, injuring several bystanders. The Archduke and Duchess, shaken but unharmed, continued with their schedule, a decision that would seal their fate. Later that day, en route to visit those injured in the earlier attack, the Archduke's motorcade took a wrong turn. This seemingly inconsequential detour placed them directly in the path of Gavrilo Princip, another member of the assassination plot. Seizing the unexpected opportunity, Princip fired 2 shots. Both the Archduke and Duchess were mortally wounded. Franz Ferdinand's reported final words, "Sophie, Sophie, don't die, live for our children," underscore the personal tragedy amidst the larger political ramifications. Princip's act was not merely an assassination, it was the catalyst that plunged Europe into the abyss of World War I. The assassination in Sarajevo reverberated across the globe, transforming a local conflict into a global war that would reshape the world for generations to come. The Austro-Hungarian government, deeply shaken by the assassination, saw an opportunity to finally address the perceived threat of Serbian nationalism. Austria-Hungary, with the backing of Germany, issued an ultimatum to Serbia. The demands were deliberately harsh, designed to be almost impossible for Serbia to accept. This ultimatum, a document steeped in political maneuvering and calculated aggression, set in motion a chain of events that would quickly escalate the crisis. While the assassination was the immediate trigger, the underlying causes of the war were far more complex. A tangled web of alliances, imperial ambitions, and simmering nationalistic tensions had created a volatile environment ripe for conflict. The assassination of Franz Ferdinand provided the spark, but the tinderbox was already prepared. Otto von Bismarck, the architect of a unified Germany, had prophetically warned that one day the great European war will come out of some damned foolish thing in the Balkans. His words proved chillingly accurate. The assassination, a seemingly isolated act of violence, exposed the deep fissures within European society and international relations. The assassination was not solely the act of a lone gunman. Gavrilo Princip was part of a larger network of conspirators, united by their fervent belief in a unified South Slavic state. Their motivations were complex, a mix of nationalist fervor, political idealism, and a profound resentment of Austro-Hungarian rule. The response to the assassination was swift and decisive. Declarations of war followed in rapid succession as the intricate system of alliances drew nation after nation into the conflict. Within weeks, a localized incident had escalated into a full-blown war, engulfing Europe and eventually extending its reach across the globe. The world was irrevocably changed. The legacy of the assassination is profound. It serves as a stark reminder of the fragility of peace and the devastating consequences of unchecked nationalism and political maneuvering. The assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand is not just a historical event, it's a cautionary tale that continues to resonate today. It underscores the vital importance of diplomacy, understanding, and peaceful resolutions to international disputes. The assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand and his wife, Sophie, was a tragedy on multiple levels. It was a personal loss for their family, leaving their 3 children orphaned. It was a political blow to the Austro-Hungarian Empire, removing a potential reformer from the line of succession. And most significantly, it was a cataclysmic event that plunged the world into war. The events of June 28, 1914, unfolded against a backdrop of simmering global tensions. Imperial rivalries, economic competition, and a burgeoning arms race had created an atmosphere of suspicion and hostility among the great powers of Europe. The assassination acted as a catalyst, igniting these underlying tensions and setting in motion the complex machinery of war. The Balkans, often referred to as the powder keg of Europe, was a region of particular instability. A complex mix of ethnicities, nationalistic aspirations, and historical grievances created a volatile environment. Austria-Hungary's annexation of Bosnia and Herzegovina in 1908 further inflamed these tensions, fueling resentment among Serbian nationalists who viewed the region as rightfully Serbian. The choice of Sarajevo as the location for Franz Ferdinand's visit was laden with symbolic meaning. It was a deliberate assertion of Austro-Hungarian power in a city with a significant Serbian population and a history of anti-Austrian sentiment. The date, June 28th, the anniversary of the Battle of Kosovo, further heightened the sensitivities surrounding the visit. It was a potent reminder of Serbia's historical struggles and its unresolved nationalistic aspirations. The assassination was a turning point in world history. It marked the end of an era of relative peace and stability in Europe and ushered in a period of unprecedented violence and destruction. The First World War, a conflict of unimaginable scale and brutality, shattered empires, redrew national boundaries, and left a lasting scar on the global psyche. The story of Franz Ferdinand's assassination is not just a historical account. It's a cautionary tale about the dangers of unchecked nationalism, political miscalculation, and the devastating consequences that can flow from a single act of violence. It reminds us that even seemingly small events can have profound and unpredictable consequences, shaping the course of history in ways that no one could have foreseen. The shots fired in Sarajevo on that fateful day in June 1914 continue to echo through time, a somber reminder of the fragility of peace and the enduring importance of understanding and cooperation among nations.